Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
Hi, you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, está viendo Blue Blood Deporte TV.
This afternoon, we want to talk about the ballot or the bullet. That is, my religion is still Islam. My religion is still Islam. They don't hang you because you're a Baptist, they hang you because you're black. They don't attack me because I'm a Muslim, they attack me because I'm black. They attack all of us for the same reason. All of us catch hell from the same enemy. We're all in the same bag, in the same boat. We suffer political oppression, economic exploitation, and social degradation, all of them from the same enemy. The government has failed us. You can't deny that. Anytime you live in the 20th century and you walking around here singing, "We shall overcome," the government has failed you. This is part of what's wrong with you. You do too much singing. Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging. And I'm here to tell you, in case you don't know it, that you got a new generation of black people in this country who don't care anything whatsoever about odds. They don't want to hear you old Uncle Tom handkerchief heads talking about the odds. No. This is a new generation. If they're going to draft these young black men and send them over to Korea or South Vietnam to face 800 million Chinese, if you're not afraid of those odds, you shouldn't be afraid of these odds. And when I speak, I don't speak as a Democrat or a Republican, nor an American. I speak as a victim of America's so-called democracy. You and I have never seen democracy. All we've seen is hypocrisy. We don't see any American dream. We've experienced only the American nightmare. And the generation that's coming up now can see it and are not afraid to say it. If you go to jail, so what? If you're black, you were born in jail. If you black, you were born in jail. In the North as well as the South. Stop talking about the South. Long as you south of the Canadian border, you're South. This is why I say it's the ballot or the bullet. It's liberty or it's death. It's freedom for everybody or freedom for nobody. America today finds you don't have a revolution in which you love your enemy. And you don't have a revolution in which you are begging the system of exploitation to integrate you into it. Revolutions overturn systems. Revolutions destroy systems. A revolution is bloody. But America is in a unique position. She's the only country in history in a position actually to become involved in a bloodless revolution. All she's got to do is give the black man in this country everything that's doing. Everything. I hope that the white man can see this, because if you don't see it, you're finished. If you don't see it, you're going to become involved in some action in which you don't have a chance. We don't care anything about your atomic bomb. It's useless. Because other countries have atomic bombs. When 2 or 3 different countries have atomic bombs, nobody can use it. So it means that the white man today is without a weapon. If you want some action, you got to come on down to earth. And there's more black people on earth than there are white people on earth. It'll be the ballot, or it'll be the bullet. It'll be liberty, or it'll be death. And if you're not ready to pay that price, don't use the word freedom in your vocabulary.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV. So I want to talk about this situation. So apparently the NFL has offered the players $100 million and so to say bribe money for them to stop protesting, and that $100 million will go towards injustices going on around the world. You know, it's really disgusting if the players accept this, because $100 million doesn't fix the situation. I'm not saying that money fixes the situation and the injustices that's going on around the world, but $100 million there's players in the NFL that make over $100 million. So how could 32 billionaire owners get together and say, listen, here, take $100 million? You know, one owner gives one single player on a 53-man roster $100 million. So you saying that you collectively get together and saying, here's $100 million to the minority players in the NFL that took a knee for the injustices going on around the world. So you're saying that $100 million fixed the situation and everybody should get up off their knees, don't bring any more light to this situation and negative feedback towards their business, which is really disgusting. And the players accepting this is disgusting, and they should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, Colin Kaepernick gave up his childhood dream for the injustices that's going on around the world and what he thought was right. And I'm not saying that every player has to do what Colin Kaepernick did, but, you know, when it was clear that they didn't give a damn about what was going on with the injustices, and you had some NFL owners like Houston Texans owner come out and say that we can't let the inmates run the asylum. You know, if you're a minority in the NFL, you should be offended by these things, these actions that are going on. You know, you have 32 billionaire, multi-billionaire owners, and they get together and they could come up with $100 million as hush money, so to speak, you know, for the players to get up off their knees and don't bring any more light to this situation. The players should have an issue with this, especially the minority players around the league. You know, pink, the color pink doesn't cure breast cancer, but every October, once upon a time, every team, it was, I don't know, I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure it was almost like a recommendation for the players to wear pink. So, you know, pink doesn't cure breast cancer. It only brings light to the situation. It only brings awareness to the situation. So taking the knee doesn't cure the injustices around the world that Colin Kaepernick did, that Colin Kaepernick started, should I say. It doesn't cure the situation. It doesn't stop the injustices going on around the world with minorities, but it brings awareness to the situation, and that's the whole point. So giving the players $100 million towards injustices around the world doesn't help anything. It doesn't create a dent in the situation. It's coming from 32 billionaire owners. So how about all the owners should have got together and said, listen, here goes $200 million per owner. How about that? You know, they're all 32 billionaires. So you got to figure one owner gives one player on a 53-man roster team $100 million. So how could collectively 32 owners get together and give $100 million to the injustices around the world? That's another slap in the face. And the players in the league should be feel ashamed of themselves for letting these owners do this to them. Point blank and period. It's disgusting. It's, you know, I don't understand how they're able to still tie up their cleats, go out there and play a game and not feel ashamed of themselves, and not, you know, it's really horrible, man. It's a really horrible situation for the owners to actually get together, 32 billionaires, and tell the players, here goes $100 million for the injustices around the world. Now, shut up, get off your knees, and participate like we told you to. It's a horrible situation, man. I mean, the players in the league, they saw what happened with Colin Kaepernick. They know that he's been blackballed. It's obvious now that he was blackballed. You know, you have players in the league that don't even come close to the talents that he possessed, and they still getting a shot, you know. So it's clear why he's not in the league. So we all know he's not in the league because he was blackballed in this situation, because he brought awareness to injustices going on around the world with minorities, mainly in this country, the injustices, and that he didn't respect the what was going on, the words in the national anthem, because they're not living up to what they say in the national anthem. So that was the whole issue. And for the players to continue to go on and say, listen, you know, we'll accept this $100 million as a way to patch things up with the owners, and now we won't protest. That's horrible, and they should feel ashamed of themselves. I don't know how they live with themselves, go out there every day and perform for the owners and look up and see them in the box looking down on them, man. So that's all I got for y'all. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Blue Blood Sports TV. Peace.
Hey, you have just finished watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications, the like button, and most importantly, the subscribe button. See you soon.